Sports Coaching Assignment 1, Adam Stringer, 2B, and the time is 10 to 6. The 4 different coaches I've chosen is Sir Alex Ferguson, Stephen Presley, Under 10's football coach, and Jessica Ennis's coach. The 4 roles that I think Sir Alex Ferguson should have, and what he has got, are being a trainer, a role model, a manager, and an educator. A trainer, for one reason, that he shows up each week, rain or shine. He's the first one on the training pitch and the last one to leave. He'll often be at the training ground all day, which shows his commitment, and that if the players see that he's fully involved in this team, that also they'll be involved as well. He also trains them on a weekly basis with his staff on different drills and all that, which then it leads him on to being a role model, as his players will sit there before him and look at what he has, which is a successful playing career. He made it in football, and he's made it in management. You can see this by the honours and accolades that he has achieved. For instance, numerous amount of Premier League titles, FA Cups, Champions League. Not many managers can say that they've got these honours. Then the players will look at that and think, I want some of that in my future. So they will sit there and they will listen to him. When he walked into a room, he demanded the respect to the players, and he didn't let them walk over him. Which brings me on to the next role of being a manager. To be a manager, you've got to be time efficient. You've got to know everything about the club. You can't just go into it without knowing anything about the club. You've got to be fully informed about it. Which I think, before he took up the job, that he read up, he learned everything about that club, which makes him a great manager. Also, that he's got the commitment for it as well. Also, an educator. He will tell the players, and he will try and mould them into the way that he likes to play, which is keeping the ball on the floor, passing it around. Where some managers will, just, for instance, get the ball in the defence and just kick it long. Alex Ferguson was very much playing it around the back, keeping it simple. Where, trying to educate, or maybe he's got a player that likes to play the long ball, he's going to need to teach them through training methods and training drills and all sorts, trying to get them to play in a new style, the way that he's comfortable playing. The responsibilities I think he should have is knowledge of the sport, the rules, the regulations, his team, all that sort, because if you did not have their knowledge, the players, the staff, the chairmen would all pick up on this, and they would find it very easy to manipulate you. Where if you go into a company, which football is a company, it's a business, you go into a business showing that you've got the knowledge and the passion for it, then they will tend to stay back and let you do the work, which he did. Also, if you went onto the training pitch with not any knowledge of what each drill will help you with, what you're going to do, then the players will get on top of you, and very quickly they will become unhappy. Because playing, they're being paid for it, and so it's their profession, so they will take their job seriously. The professional conduct is you've got to be professional, because if he went out every night and got drunk, it would send off a bad impression to the players. And that he will be the first one to admit if he's done something wrong, or if the players have done something wrong. So being professional is very key in this sort of environment. He will also offer equal opportunities for everyone, which also goes back to professional conduct. He also said that no one's bigger than the club, and if they was, then they would need to be got rid of. But with equal opportunities, he gives a chance for the people in the under-18s and the reserves to progress through the United ranks to become a first-team player. For instance, Danny Welbeck, he was a United reserve player. So he gives everyone equal opportunities. He also fulfills all his legal obligations on his contract, so that he'll fulfill everything down to the last dot. And also with the media, he will fulfill all his legal obligations. I've got a video of Sir Alex Ferguson here with his best bits to show you what he's achieved by using these skills.
absolutely seals it in splendid fashion. It's towards Keane. It's towards York. It's 2-2. Knocked down by Peruzzi. Cole will finish it off. Full speed ahead, Barcelona. To Sheringham. And Solskjaer has won it. Can't believe that. I can't believe that. Football, bloody hell. But still an opportunity and a goal for Paul Scholes. Ronaldo. Ronaldo goes for goal. And he scores the goal. Pleased. I think that's the understatement of the weekend. What a goal from Paul Scholes. And Old Trafford has exploded here. The Reds will be in Moscow on May the 21st. Oh yes! Manchester United are the champions of Europe. Giggs. Michael Owen! Michael Owen! Can you believe this? It's Sir Alex Ferguson's 12th Premier League crown in 19 seasons. An extraordinary achievement. United are the champions.
As you've seen in that video, that is all of Alex Ferguson's highs, from the players that he's brought in to the players he's sold, which shows the equal opportunity that he gives to all his players and how they played. You've seen the memorable moments when they made Moscow, when Steve Bruce scored that header, which ultimately won them the league. So all these combined make a Premier League manager successful, along with the technical knowledge that man possessed. The next person we go on to is Steven Pressley. Being a League One manager will often throw up different problems that may arise due to the lower league, lower funding available. But still, some of the roles and responsibilities are the same, just with a few little changes to them. But as we all know, Steven Pressley is a Coventry manager. And at the start of the year, they had a -10 deduction, so morale and all that would have been a little bit low at the club. But due to him being there, he has now got rid of that 10-point deduction, and they're now climbing the league. And his full roles and responsibilities at that club are being a trainer, a role model, a manager, and an educator. The responsibilities are knowledge, professional conduct, equal opportunities, legal obligations. Let's start off with the roles. His role is a trainer, as most of them players in League One, they know their trade, but they haven't got it refined. You look at the Premier League or Championship, it's a different class. So League One, they're still going to be learning their trade. So a trainer is key for this. Being a role model, he's played in the Celtic first team, so they have seen him and seen the heights that he had reached playing for Celtic, and being such a key player of that. A manager as well. Being a manager throws up different trials and tribulations through the whole thing, and being a manager, you've got to be able to take that and build from it, which he's very good at, and making everything into a positive so his players don't see the negative side, which helps them build morale and motivation. Also being an educator, he's played at a higher level than them, so he's going to had more facilities to harness his skills as a footballer due to Celtic being a bigger club. So he's going to have to take his knowledge and teach the other players, which is going to make him an educator to them as well. His responsibilities are going to be knowledge, because he's going to have to know the sport for if they are going to listen to him and if he's going to be able to take them out of the lower tiers of the English league. Professional conduct, he's not going to be able to go out and get hammered each weekend due to his players will see that and they'll lose all respect for him, and he will be less of a role model to them. He also offers equal opportunities to everyone in the Coventry City ranks, as he's brought through players such as Jordan Clark, Cyrus Christie and Callum Wilson through the reserves and under-18s, and through the scouting system he keeps bringing in local players, and he also fulfills all his legal obligations as well, down to the contract. And I've got a video of him to show how much he listens to the players and how he's training them, and some of the routines that he may have been put through at Celtic.
First day of pre-season, you seem to be working as hard as the rest of the lads. In this heat, 30 metre sprints, how was the first session?
Good, very good. Arrived last night. It's obviously our first time on the training field, and the environment's terrific for what we want. The pitch is first class. The weather's a little bit like home just now, and all in all, we're really, really pleased.
What's the purpose of this morning's session? I mean, obviously you worked the lads quite hard this morning.
Well, we've obviously progressed in the cycle now, and it's smaller, more emphasis on speed endurance than previously endurance. So, obviously we move on to the next part of that, and we'll continue that programme throughout the 4 or 5 weeks of pre-season.
What percentage of the cycle would you say you're down the line in terms of where you want the lads to be in terms of their fitness for the start of the season?
We're still, probably, as the pre-season would indicate, we're still 3 weeks away. We want to be ready on the first game of the season, and that's what we're going to ensure. We had a good result at the weekend. There were certain aspects of our play that we're really pleased with, other aspects that we must continue to improve on. We'll do some analysis work today on the improvements that we need to make, and we'll continue with the progress, not just football-wise, but in terms of speed and endurance.
And who's impressed you so far? I mean, obviously it's probably a bit too early to tell, might it, in terms of pre-season?
The entire group's attitude's been fantastic. There's a real spirit around the group. There's a closeness with our staff as well, and I think everybody's hungry for success.
So through that video you see that he understands the pressures and what pre-season will bring to the players, so we can often understand their physical, mental needs of what they are going through and the stress. The next one is a under-10s football coach. His roles and responsibilities are going to be a lot different because he is not dealing with professionals, he is dealing with lower league players, often at grassroots levels. So his whole philosophy will be different. But his 4 roles are being a trainer, a role model, an organiser and an educator. His responsibilities will be knowledge, professional conduct, equal opportunities and health and safety of his players.